Hey guys, Wolve here. Uh, I know this video is random, and I kind of made a video like this in the past, but it's just that new information happened. Well, this information's like 2 months old, but I was just contemplating it about privacy and stuff. When I realized the information I was thinking about saying is information I know my friend that I'm going to be talking about won't really care about, and so I'm just going to give out the full proof. Just to let you know, anything that I say in here is not like bad. It's just something I was just overthinking about. But anyway, you remember B, that online friend I said I met on a Minecraft server that became good friends with my other friends. I introduced her to my friends on Discord that I've been friends with for years. Well, some new information came out. But before we get into that information, I just want to give out the full, context. This video is pretty short because it's just information I just want to say real quick. But, I'm like, sorry if I'm, sometimes stutter or something. I have no script. I have all it planned in my head because, I don't need a script because I know what's happened. But during the time I was friends with B, like a week in, we were playing on the server late at night because, her time, it's like early morning. For me, it's like late at night, like 2 to 3 a.m. Back, it was like during the summer, so I didn't really care about sleep schedule like you do, like what I do. But like, she was like, I have this crush on this boy, and he said it was someone I know on the server that I talk to a lot. And all I know is that I'm the only boy on the server she really talks to a lot because we talk to each other a lot, becoming friends. Like, this was before was introduced to my friends. Like, my friends knew her, like, hey, I met this friend, but you know. But basically, the story, that happened here is that I was like, I instantly knew that, I'm just gonna say it right now that she was interested in me, romantically. It was just a thought in the back of my head, like, instant thought, like, boy she talked to, I'm the only boy I know she talks to. I was 16, I'm still 16. So, I'm 16, like, I was 16, I'm still 16, but, like, months later, almost a year from now, I'm gonna be 17 in, like, July. This happened in July of like last year, so I just turned 16 and stuff. The year and stuff is outdated. I think it was the 26th. So what happened was, what happened was, I just clicked the dots in my head. I instantly knew she liked me, but I just still wanted to ask hints, so I asked the obvious hints. She said only 3 hints, and I asked the obvious hints, like, is it someone you know? Is it a person I live in the same town with? Is the person you're talking to right now? And she was like, yes. She confessed that she liked me, and in my head, I was obviously embarrassed because at heart I'm like a shy little guy, a person that, you know, this is the first time a girl like really asked, "Hey, I like you like that," and I was like, "Damn, like, what do I do?" So because you had a prior bad relationship, that I'm really not going to get into, just know a bad prior relationship online. Basically, not a nice boyfriend, and so I was like, okay. My mother was like, love finds weird ways. I heard about relationships happening online before, so I was like, sure, let's just get into it, let's do it. Like, I wasn't. Like, the way I'm saying it right now, casually, because it's like a fun, cringe story to think about now, but like back then, I was straight panicking, dude. Like, I was stressed. Like, a girl is saying this, he's my friend, what do I do? So I was like, okay, maybe just say yes to see if I truly do like her, because I did like her as a friend, but I was thinking maybe romantically. But then became friends, like, then I said yes. We then started dating for like a week. I was being kind of cringy, saying I love you and stuff all the time. And, I was saying that because I was trying to be nice to her, just being friendly, not wanting to hurt her feelings like that because he said her prior relationship didn't work. So, obviously, you know, so I am just thinking about what to say, but it's funny. The day before, I told her, hey, but then, like, not the day before, let me just continue. Like, as I was, like, maybe, like, the fourth day in the relationship, I started to think, hey, I'm not really feeling this. Maybe I just prefer to be friends with her. Like, yeah, we have a lot in common. We have, we call each other twin and stuff before, but, I was like, I was like, I'm not really into this. I'm not really, that's not really my thing. But I was just too embarrassed and nervous, so I never, like, told her, making me more anxious, because I was like, I'm holding back. Like, I'm not telling her out front right now. Like, I just say it nicely. Just be honest. But I was just too nervous for her to feel like I overthink. Like, would she think, would she just think I was being rude and, like, and then never talk to me again? Like, yeah, I only knew this person for like a week or two, but like, she was like the closest online friend I had, the first person I properly got to know online. So I waited for like a couple more days, and then the day I was going to confess, she told me, we were just talking about birthdays, and confirm. I'm not gonna say like the day or like month she was born, but she told me that she was, the first day I met her, she told me she was 15, and the thing I'm about to tell you is no, she wasn't lying. It was a whole confusing thing. The thing she said, then I was like, okay, her birthday's this, and then the next day I was talking to my mother. She was like, oh, what did you and your little online girlfriend talk about? My mother, my mother teasing me, me embarrassed mentioning her birthday, and she was like, wait a minute, like, wait a second. That means she's 14, and I'm like, what? And when she said that, I instantly panicked in my head, like, a 16-year-old dating a 14-year-old? Like, and, like, I was panicked because I was overthinking it, thinking, will my friends think it's weird that I'm dating someone that's 2 years younger than me? Because I was, like, 16. Still am from when I'm making this video. And so I was like, okay. And then my mother was like, no, 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 don't worry. 2-year relationship is okay. And then I remember during the conversation too, she told me that she is also a freshman. And, when I met her, I'm sorry if I'm sounding awkward. I'm overthinking it, thinking people are going to think I'm weird. But me thinking about it now, I'm not. I'm just trying to find my words. But, like, when I was 14, not 14, when she, sorry, but, like, sorry, my brain is just overthinking it, but, like, let's just get straight to the point. This happened during the summer, so my freshman year ended, but for her freshman year started, and so I was like, you know, weird, weirded out. Not like weirded out when my mother told me, not weirded out in a weird way, just weirded out in like the confused way, because I was like, she said she was 15 and I was confused and everything. And so then I told my mother, hey, I'm not really interested in her. And she was like, a 2-year relationship is like the normal, like in age gaps, and like freshman and sophomore is like not really a bad relationship unless like it's like a freshman and like a senior. Like it's not like that type of stuff, my mother like said. And so I confronted V like the next day and asking about her birthday and stuff, and then she told me that I don't know if I remember it 100%, but she said like in India, which she is from, if you've seen the previous video, being 14 means you're 15. I don't think I said it in that video, but like 14 meaning like from what I remember when you're like 14, you're like, that means you refer to yourself as 15, like you refer to yourself as the age you're going to be your next birthday instead of the age you're going to be, like the age you are currently. So she's saying she was 15 because she was just referring to her age that she was going to be instead of her actual way. She That's just how her culture worked, and she thought that's how it worked in America. And then I was like, nah. And she was like, was this the end of our relationship? And I'm like, yes, but no. I didn't say it exactly like that, but like in long, like I made a whole speech about explaining it, but like the whole end of it, but like the simple explanation, yes, but no. Yes, but not because of the age thing. The age thing I was just confused about. I said no when I explained that I just didn't feel it like that, and at first he was heartbroken, but not because he was truly in love with me. Turned to find out, like, the next day, she was like, bro, I just made the biggest realization. And I was like, what is it? And then she was like, my friends gaslighted me into liking you. When I first told her, I told my two friends about you, them being toxic and stuff in the way that they're trying to, you know, gaslight her, was kept saying, oh, you like him, you like him, you like him. And then she was like, the gaslighting got so bad, I actually, like, thought that I liked you genuinely. So at first he said I was heartbroken, but then I realized, yeah, I don't really roll that way either. So we were like friends, friends. And so ever since then, we became friends. And then the weird, awkward thing is that, uh, it's kind of cringe to think about it now. Is that, remember when I said we called each other twin and stuff when we first became friends because we had a lot in common, same silliness and everything. She said twin, like relatable stuff. We both realized we prefer to see each other as siblings, like her and me, older brother, younger brother. Like we both realized after the whole fake relationship. I consider it a fake relationship because I didn't truly feel romance towards her, and I was just nervous and waited too long to tell her that I didn't roll that way. And she was just gaslighted by her toxic friend. But luckily, she made some new friends with my friends that we're going to get into right now. After, all that debacle, and we realized, hey, we just be friends. And I just want to state, I'm going to be honest, I was thinking my friends would think I'm uh, what's the guy's name? Hmm, Dr. Disrespect, yeah, sorry. I'm not good with editing, so when I edit this video, there's gonna be a lot of awkward parts, but like, I was thinking to myself, will my friends think I'm Dr. Disrespect in the way that, oh, I'm talking to a young person? But then my mother was like, no, don't even worry. A 2-year relationship is like normal. And then, like, when two adults meet and start dating and married in real life, there like can be 20, like 5-year age gap, but like that's like when they meet as adults. Like that type of stuff happens all the time. It's not like you're dating a 12-year-old. I think that's how what my mother said. My mother was just saying you're not dating someone that's like 3, 4 years younger. It's only a 2-year gap. And the freshman sophomore thing, that's not weird either because 2-year gap is not weird. And my mother was just reassuring me that no, because I'm also young, it was just a whole confusing thing, but I'm figuring it out and I wanna handle it in a nice way, so it's not, a bad toxic thing. So no, guys, I'm not a doctor disrespect, no. But basically what happened after that was maybe a couple of weeks after, like the months and weeks thing is hazy, but after that I introduced her to my friends, as you know, and then shout out to Max, the chosen one, the little red guy and the bald red guy on the channel, like the main channel that you see me on sometimes. He's the type of person that if a new person joins, like is added to the friend group or in the Discord, which only happened 2 times. The other time was with that Ender dude that he still hadn't made a video on in months, almost a year now, probably. The first, like, that's his close friend, but you know what I mean. Like, anyone that, like, metaphorically joins the channel or, like, the friend group, either if it's from Christian Irving, Max would just instantly be like the first person to be like, hi, welcome, this is blah blah blah, blah blah blah, meet him, He's like the guy that's not shy about introducing himself to you or like anything. He's like the guy with confidence that'll be like, "Hey, I'm Max. I want to be nice to you." And so when V came around, he was like the first person that said welcome. When she joined the Discord, like VCs, he was muted, so obviously because she was not comfortable talking yet. But she talked in chat, and Max was like very respectful, like patient. Christian and Irving were nice too, but Irving was dealing with his own personal stuff, so he didn't really have time to talk. And Christian, the flower dude, he was like, he's the type of people he doesn't really talk to new people, and like basically he was still getting used to her, and like if you don't talk to him, he won't talk to you. Like it's a joke in the Discord call nowadays. I even made a meme about it, but like, oh, that's not the main topic of today's video. But Max and V got along very well because like Max and V got along very well because Max was very nice to her, and she said, besides from me, Max is the second like best closest online friend she made because she because with me I became friends with her by just a stupid joke, but with Max he was just being a genuine nice guy. And so whenever B was like frustrated with like school or something, she would just vent to him, and we made a joke saying, oh, he's the group therapist, at the point where we made a therapy section just for like ranting and stuff. But then here's where it kind of takes a sad turn, like in friend group reports, not IRL. No, she didn't die, hopefully. I'm joking. But like, basically what happened, sorry if I'm repeating myself, what like genuinely happened was like during October of last year, like on the 4th, she stopped talking, and for like a couple months, she didn't really respond. We were worried, we messaged her, like, hey, where are you at? And then one day she messaged us, being like, yeah, my phone broke, sorry, I've dropped it and the screen cracked, I couldn't use it, money was tight, had to wait a little bit. But now I have my phone back, but also bad news, I won't be able to talk to you guys anymore because my family, like my mom and dad, caught me, like not caught me, like saw when they were fixing my phone, they saw like the old messages that like I and Max sent to me, checking up on me, and they were like, she said she was too nervous to say, hey, I have online friends I'm talking to, so she was kind of sneaking, and so they were like, hey, you can't talk to these people anymore, because they don't know, because B obviously knew we were kids like her, but the parents didn't, so they were like grounded, and don't talk to these people anymore. And they were like, this is my last goodbye, I won't talk to you anymore. So she says she was gonna go move on and like become a doctor and stuff, saying she won't forget about us. And so this video is just me kind of being like, hey, I won't forget about you either. So yeah, like no hate to her parents, they were just being protective. But like this does have a good ending because she's gonna go off to her own thing. So B, if you're watching this video like right now, I'm sorry if I revealed too much personal information. I'm trying to narrow it down. But like, I hope you watch this, and I just want to explain like everything because when I first made the video, I only said we were friends, and I was like, the dating thing wasn't really a real thing because her friends gaslighted her, and I didn't, and I just said yes to see if it worked. Realized it didn't work, but then was going to tell her I didn't like her, but like it didn't roll that way, and but I ended up did, but so it wasn't really like a real relationship. It was just a confusing time, so I was like, it wouldn't be important to mention, but then I was overthinking it, being like, I overthink a lot, so I was like, screw it, just do it. So yeah, I would mention her every now and then, like, I would mention her every now and then on like the main channel or like on the solo channel that his video is being uploaded on right now, being like, hey, I won't forget you because at the end of the day, I do love you as like a friend, an online younger sister. You know, you were like, those were good times talking on the server and everything, and there's this new server I'm playing on that like I really wished you could play on because you would really enjoy it, and like I'm a little bit sad because I can't talk to my online friend anymore, but I hope she's doing good in life, doing good, like being a very successful person when we get older. Maybe I might see her again when I'm older, when I have a girlfriend and everything that she keeps teasing me about. Back then, she would tease me. She's the type of person that would tease you and like bully you, but then be friendly, like make fun of me for my spelling mistakes and everything. Cussed me out over misunderstandings, like normal friend sibling things. But like at the end of the day, we still became good friends. Good times. Uh, Max misses you too. Everyone misses you, Christian, and we normally miss you in the way that close friends, they still obviously care. Like, hey, you're a friend to them too, but like, me and Max are the closest to you, so yeah, we miss you. Uh, so I don't really know how to end this video. Like, I will mention it on the solo channel a lot too. Not like every day, but like, just me telling you, being like, basically, if you watches these videos, I want her to be like, to see like that I don't forget her and like I remember her. Like, I don't want her to think that because when she saw the videos we made when she was not here, because we were like, maybe she's grounded, so that's why she's not talking. So we were just waiting for her to come back. And so when she messaged me, she was like, did you forget about me? I'm like, no. And she's like, you guys seem happy in the videos you were making. And so I want to clear that up when this video and other videos that I might mention every now and then, like a name drop, comes up. So, best online friend had a complicated, awkward, cringy dating thing that didn't work out. We both talked about it, but then became best friends, online siblings. You see, this is the main part. This is why I didn't want to mention the dating thing, because saying online best friends to that to now online siblings. You see how weird that is? That sounds like a weird anime trope. But I see it as a funny story to be like, hey, remember that? Yeah, we don't do that. Ah. So yeah, don't worry. Like this story does have a happy ending. Kinda sad, bittersweet. She's going off doing her own thing. She's still probably in school and stuff right now as we speak, time zone and stuff, but when I'm saying she's not dead or something bad happened, the only bad thing that happened is that she's grounded in the way that she can't talk to us on Discord anymore, because he also said that even if her parents didn't know, because she was too nervous and didn't know how to tell them, knowing that they would be protective, she was already planning not really talk to us because she would be planning to focus on school and stuff. Basically, like that thing that I won't have time and stuff. So, yeah, I miss her. I miss my online friend. She was a very nice person. Like my mother liked her in the way that, hey, online friend, and then when the dating thing happened, she's like, oh, girlfriend. But now, she was like, she sees her as like a nice friend because she heard me and Max talk to her a lot, and then she just heard how calm me and Max were. Basically, she said he was B was like a fresh, like she was like a fresh, like sense of air. I think that's how you say it, because he was just used to me and Christian, like me and Max talking to Christian and Irving, and like the chaotic friend yelling at each other, like playing video games with each other, and then then having a person we can have a normal conversation with. It doesn't end up with something diabolical being said. B sadly went around, and if I keep saying V, that's not like a nickname or anything that I gave her. it's just sometimes when I say B very fast, which I don't know if I am, I zone out, I somehow mispronounce words. And so when I say things really fast, I somehow say it wrong, and for some reason I keep saying that. So her real name, like username is B. I'm not gonna reveal her real name, obviously. I'm not stupid. Like my friends are okay with their real names, but not her, obviously, because we didn't get to that point yet. We want to introduce her to the channel, but sadly we can't. So yeah, I just want to get this off my chest. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like this is some deep depression. I was more anxious about the previous dating thing because I was like, it only lasted a week. 2 year dating gap is not bad. Like the sophomore and freshman thing is very iffy. But she told me that the same day she told me her birthday because I forgot to ask for her school like grade level. Don't know why I never asked before because she said she was 15 because as I said before, if 14 means 15 means she will pronounce herself as 15, like say she's 15, in reality you get the point. I'm gonna I think I looked it up. I looked it up on Google before I made this video, but it still confused me, so that's just what I got out of it, okay? So yeah, I ranted for 26 minutes. This is supposed to be like a 15-minute video. I'm just ranting now. Like, talking about these memories and stuff is very nice, like very chill, like very nice to talk about. So, like, I just want to say how much of an impact she had on my life in the way that I'm talking to people on the Minecraft server like real friends. I'm trying to make friends on the server. Too shy to talk to them in Discord because they're strangers. Obviously, gotta be careful with that. But like, I still want to make friends on the server because she inspired me. Because I managed to become friends with her for a stupid thing, was shy and everything. But then she broke through that. So why not try to do it again? Maybe make some new friends. Heck, I might meet a girlfriend online, but this time won't be complicated. So as I said before, I was just more worried about making this video about that thing, because I don't want to be seen as Dr. Disrespect, but then I was like, how would I be seen as Dr. Disrespect if I was 16? And I just started thinking, and I was like, nah, it's okay, just do it, just straight up do it. So yeah, this video is not going to be not going to be god tier edited, I'm not going to show photos or anything, it's just Minecraft gameplay and stuff. I'm going to record the gameplay later, because it's late at night, it's almost 12 in the morning, I'm recording this at 11, because I was planning to do this, but I was sick. And now in the night, I'm feeling better. I don't sound sick. God intended for this to happen, so yeah. Anyways, if you're out there, hope you're doing well. Sorry if I made you a little mad revealing too much information, but I probably know you probably won't care, because I know you know me pretty well. So, like, I know you probably won't care. Just a funny story, like, hashtag, timeout for Jimmers. The inside joke. That joke's never done. I'm never forgetting that. But, like, anyways, if you want to like, comment, subscribe to see stupid yellow guy videos. Anyways, do all that jazz. But anyways, this is your host, Wove, signing out.